What you want, woman? Go back to sleep. What you doing? Sitting next to the computer waiting for me? Didn't you see enough of me yesterday? The fuck you talking about? Asbestos? What the hell is that? You don't speak Espanol? I'm alright. I'm just fucking irritated with this stupid weather. It's been like pouring like for the past couple hours. I wanted to go to my mom's and take her grocery shopping, but that ain't happening. It's like fucking pouring. She doesn't want to go. She's 80 years old. She can't be running in the rain and shit. So we're just gonna leave it till tomorrow or later on today. Yeah, doing nothing. Sitting on your ass. See all that rain? The fucking pure rain coming. Bullshit. Damn rain. I can't complain. It's been really good weather the last couple days. And it was bound to rain. You were coughing asbestos, that shit in your lungs. I'm coughing because I was coughing up that negative energy that was about to come in my room. Spirit says, oh fuck, here she comes again. Yeah, cough that woman out. Look, she says, fine, I'm leaving. Look, emotional damage. I'm emotional. What? Looks like you met your match. You always say, I met your match. You met yours. You know you like it. You know you like it. Let me see here. Shut up, bird. Don't come around here. It's raining. Like, go somewhere and get out of the rain. Fucking bird. Just. Hey, Barbie. B for you. B for Barbie. B for behave. Fucking bird. It's fucking raining. You still come around here making noise. Fucking bird. Boss it. Well, they say that when it rains, this weather's for the birds. Or it's raining cats and dogs. birds all this damn time. As soon as I go live, Mark, Mark. Oh, it's my cousin's birthday today. Oh yeah, he's a jackass Aries. Yeah. Let me say happy birthday to him. Happy birthday, cuz. Let me see. Happy birthday, cuz. Bitch and my ex's mom, her birthday is today. Yeah, she was one of them horny Aries chicks. I'll say happy birthday to her too. I feel bad for her, poor sight. She lost her husband last year. She's cool. She never did me no wrong. Hey T Russ, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Barbie. Hope you're good. Yeah, the birds are telling me good morning. Yeah, it's good afternoon now. Damn birds aggravate me. Yeah, it's good afternoon. It's 12:40 here. How you doing, Christy? Let me just write something down real quick. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. I got it. Good. You wanted to drop by and say hi to your favorite Aquaman. See? And I'll say hello to my favorite pain in the ass Aries. I wish you a good day, my favorite pain in the ass Aries. From yours truly, your Aquaman. Don't say that too loud, because Leo's son, she gets a little jealous, you know. Oh look, see, look, now I got my wife coming in here, Claudia. She says, blow me a kiss. Mwah. How you doing, Claudia? What's up? How you guys doing? It's pouring rain over here. I don't say hell no. Why would I say good day to you? You got a man. These women are single. They ain't worried about you. I say hello to the single ladies, all the married women and women who have men. I don't want you all right be talking to me. You talk to that damn man. Leave me alone. You too, T Rose. Yeah, take care of them people, and then spirit will take care of you, T Rose. I guarantee that. I admire you and your job. Yeah. You're welcome, sweetheart. Yeah, I got a flock of single women. That's all I want in here is single women. I don't want no married women around me. You know what, T Rose? It's funny you say that because Lisa that comes in here, you know, Lisa that goes in Kitty's chat. That's where I met her from, and you. She's a hospice nurse, and I told her for 40 years. And I told her that, you know, I told her yesterday that she should be very proud of her job and her life as a nurse, as a hospice nurse, because, you know, when being a nurse is not an easy job, especially during COVID and now and everything else, right? There's more and more people sick every day. And when you when one of your patients pass away, you have a connection to them because you were there before they passed, right? And they probably said, this nurse is a nice nurse and took care of me. So the more you take care of your patients that die, the more in spirit they're going to be there for you. And you can believe that and trust that, you know? So they will remember you in spirit. And they're in that, when they're in the hospital, you know, when they have people come there to the hospital and visit them and shit, they're always gonna say, that woman T Rose, the nurse, she was so good to me. So in spirit, I'm gonna make sure I'm good to her. I'm gonna make sure that when she's in the hospital, she's safe and she don't get sick. And she continues to help people. We're gonna continue to help her in her day to day job. And that's what, if you believe that and you think that, because that's exactly what happens if you're a good person and you do what you got to do, right? Because when you're doing that type of job, you deal with dead people all the time. So in spirit, trust me, they're taking care of you. You know, they're making sure that your job is decent and you keep doing good things, and they'll do good things to you in return. You know, I truly believe that. I have a lot of respect for nurses and doctors, even though I don't want to go see them. But I have respect for them. You know what I'm saying? I know it's a hard job. And over the past couple years, I've had so many nurses come in here, and the reason they come in here is because they have a connection to spirit. They have a connection to the dead. You know what I'm saying? So they know like that's the case. So I know for a fact that that happens because I have a nurse friend that's in California. She's one of my besties on here. She's like a sister to me, and she hasn't been in here forever, but I still speak to her every now and then. And she had a very hard time during COVID, and even like in her day to day life, she's a great nurse. You know, a great nurse, and I have mad respect for her. She's been a nurse for a long time. She tried to revive her husband when her husband was dying, but he just went. You know, she couldn't do anything, so she felt worthless that she couldn't revive her husband. And I reassured her in a mediumship reading that he didn't have nothing against her. He knew he was his time. It was his time, like, you know. So ever since that day I read for her, we became very good friends. So ever since that day, like, talking to a nurse that tried to revive her own husband and couldn't and felt like she was worthless, I reassured her that he didn't think none of that shit. And you should never think that. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. You can try and revive somebody or keep somebody alive all you want. It ain't gonna happen. You know, it ain't. Yeah, my voice makes people moist. So yeah, I understand that. But yeah, on the real, being really serious, I got mad respect for like, nurses and shit like that. Speak of nurses. I told Lisa, and Lisa's here. See, I manifested her. So Lisa, I was just telling T Rose that, she's a nurse too, and I was telling her the same thing I told you, that spirit have mad respect for you. And they will always help you guys no matter what, because you helped them and you took care of them. That's something that I hear a lot of people say. Like even my dad, when he was in the hospital for a couple months, like he said, "Oh yeah, the nurse is very nice. The nurse was very nice to me, and the doctor was nice to me. Oh, then this one nurse came in there, she was a bitch, and then this other nurse came in there, she was very nice, took care of me, took me to the bathroom. I had to clean up all the stuff and everything. So she was very nice. She wasn't mad. She says it happens. It's her life. Talk to my dad and shit. So they even though they're old and shit, they understand. Like they know what you do for them. Because some people have that mentality, like this old motherfucker. I hope they croak and leave me alone. They're shitting and pissing everywhere. But if you're a good nurse and you just do what you gotta do, trust me. Like when those people die, they take care of you in spirit. Believe that. But they'll probably offer, but you have your own spirit team and your own family, right? But they might say to your spirit team, say, "Hey, look, I took care of, okay, T Rose, take care, sweetheart. So they'll say, "Hey, look, I took care of your," and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, we know you took care of our daughter," and they can help like that. Your side can help them, like So it's difficult, for people to do that stuff. Like, so I never forget my friend when she told me she tried to like revive her husband and she couldn't. She did everything CPR. She did everything she could to, but he just died. Like he just had a heart attack and died. You can't revive when it's your time. It's your time. Like you can try, but I just wanted to reassure her that in spirit her husband was like, look, tell her like I'm not nowhere near fucking mad at her for anything. If anything, she helped me stay alive longer. She was bawling her eyes out. I started crying too because it's fucked up. Like you think because you're a nurse or a doctor, you think you can keep people alive, all the time. When it's your time to go, it's your time to go. It don't matter what the fuck you do. Medicine, that electric thing that shocks you and shit, all that crap, they ain't gonna do nothing. When it's your time, it's your time. So I don't want nurses to feel like they fail at their job because they can't keep somebody alive. And spirit would never grudge you like that. They've reassured me many times that that's not the case. So it's difficult in that field. But I definitely admire all nurses and your jobs for sure. I can never do that. Fuck that. I'll go nuts. But yeah, I definitely respect all nurses for sure. A lot of nurses come in here. It's like a thing, because they got that connection, and they care about people. So it's nice. This woman's always in here talking shit, talking about my voice bored her to death. That's why you're in here first. You want to hear this voice, makes your day. Let me see what else I need. I gotta write a grocery list. Don't look like I'll be going grocery shopping today, but my mom, she's home and she's like, "See, you planned. You said we planned this too on Saturday. I planned for Tuesday, me going down there and doing some rice pudding with her and going grocery shopping first." But she said, "Mark, it don't make sense because there's no way in how I can run to the, to the store and we're gonna get all wet. Don't make no sense." I was like, "All right, mom. Maybe later on when if the rain calms down, but as you can see above my head, it doesn't look like it's gonna calm down no time soon. It's actually getting worse. But maybe tomorrow morning I can go and it's not raining. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, that's why I'm here because it's raining. Gotta write a list of all the things I need. I gotta remember it. But I've already been up. I got a good night rest last night, even though I went to bed at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. But the time change is just so annoying. I still got that like aggravating, like long being on here at wee hours in the morning. But I'm not even tired. That's the crazy thing. I'm not tired at all. Put anger management on the list. You know, people used to say that I need anger management, right? Because I used to always be mad at people for being so dumb and not doing their jobs and just being a bunch of dumb fucks. And ain't nothing changed. There's still dumbass people and I still get angry. But you know what? A lot of people come to me and say, "Hey Mark, you know what? Years ago I used to tell you you need anger management, but you know what? Sometimes I feel I do because I feel your pain now. Everybody's dumb as shit." They agree with me now. They tell me that I don't need anger management and that I was totally correct on how I treat people and how I talk to people and how I'm mad at people for being so dumb. Even my sister was the first person to tell me. She used to say, "You was always angry at everybody because the people are so dumb. You said this person was stupid. This person don't know how to do this. This person don't do that." I'm like, I'm still saying that, but I'm just more calm now. Before I used to go off, but sometimes I still go off because it aggravates me. And like people are so dumb. Like how can I explain something to you and tell you, write it down and voice message you, and you still get it wrong? Two people I dealt with in the last couple days. And then I voice messaged the guy again today, and I said, remember, when this artist comes, make sure you tell him I want this song. And then when this artist comes, make sure you tell him this. And then he says, oh, when I send you the video of him singing it, make sure you tell me to remind me. And I was like, why the fuck do I have to remind me? Or remind you if I already told you and sent you the information in an email and a WhatsApp? Hey, what are you, that dumb? Why did you write it down on a piece of paper? Mark song, this guy wants this, this, and this. Brother Dan, I've already gave out kisses to the ladies, so I'll give you a bro hug. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, Uncle. I appreciate it, Uncle Dan. Hug, bro. See, that's a real nice Leo. See, came in here and said somebody needs a hug. See that? Don't tell him that, Claudia. He's gonna get jealous. Nah, Dan ain't like that. Barbie, you said same situation. Young man at 21 dies drug overdose. She said, "How can I tell my mom I couldn't save him?" Yeah, but that's not their fault. Like I always reassure. You know how many nurses I've reassured in spirit through spirit, like telling them that not to think like that. And I always tell nurses, there's nothing you can do. Like sometimes you can. Look, when my friend Sue died from cancer, man, you know how heartbroken I was when she told me she was in the hospital because spirit was showing me that she had like this shit inside her stomach that was creating cancer. I'm gonna try not to cry, but yeah, she had like this shit inside her stomach that came back. The cancer went away and then it came back, right? So she said she felt very sluggish and tired and she couldn't eat. So I said, look, drink some Gatorade. She's like, I don't want to drink that shit. I said, look, please just drink Gatorade and water and try and eat like bread, crackers. So she did. So she stayed alive for a little longer. And next thing you know, I was live and then she called me on WhatsApp and I can hear the machine in the background going bleep, 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 bleep. I said, what the fuck? You in the hospital? She goes, yeah, Marky, I don't think I'm going to make it. And I'm like, no, man, don't tell me that, man. It's like, just to let you know, if I'm gone, I'm in the hospital, and if I don't speak to you, then I'll get my sister to call you or whatever. And I'm like, fuck me, man. I was like, look, just stay on the phone as long as you can. So she was on the phone for a while. And then she said the nurse came in and she had to go. And the next day she was gone. And her sister called me to tell me that she passed away. So like I tried to help her too, like get her strength back, but it's impossible when it's your time, and cancer will fuck you up. Like it's just the way it is. So like I've experienced that too, and that broke my heart. Hearing that machine in the background, beeping, and then next thing you know, the next day she's gone. So it's like I got to speak to her in her dying days, but I tried my best to help her. And I feel like every time I'm, in spirit, she comes on here and she hangs with me all the time. And that's why like I have all this fun in here because she's the one who made this room a lot fun. She used to tease the shit out of me. Like see how Leo and I talk shit. Like she was worse than that. She would come in here and like perk me, talk pure shit, never offend each other or anything like that. We would never disrespect each other. but she hated Donald Trump back then, and I liked Donald Trump, so we ran at it like that. Like we were like very close. We were very good friends, and I read for her like all the time. And I read for her. I read for her sisters. I read for her family. She was like one of the my longest like clients and friends in here for years. A lot of people know who she is. Everybody like Barbie knows who Sue is, and we used to talk pure shit in here on Instagram, and we used to have so much fun. She died at the age of 38, so and she was a beautiful person inside and out. But now I read for her sister every now and then, but it's not the same. Like it's just it's fucked up when you have somebody that comes in your room and dies. Like that's even worse for me. Like because I speak to you every day for years. We spoke offline as friends and not just like on here. So it's fucked up. But this August coming will be 4 years she's been gone already. Yeah, but she's around. She's the one who gave me these twin flame cards and teased the shit out of me every day about twin flames. And then if she knew a woman like me in here, she'd tease the shit out of me and try and hook me up with the woman, like, and knowing fully well I don't want nothing to do with them. Like, she used to tease the fuck out of me, but it was like, funny shit. It wasn't like, personal, stupid shit, but like she knows, like, everybody knows I love talking shit and having fun. I don't get, personal and shit unless people act up, but, it's fun. It's all in good fun. But she was like the only one that I wouldn't like fuck off if she started, dissing me and shit. But she was famous for that. She was a Virgo. But yeah, that's my girl there. We had a lot of good times. A lot of people in here were devastated when she left because she begged me not to tell everybody that she had cancer because she didn't want everybody to be like, oh my god, and she didn't like all that shit, right? So, but one thing about her, I know she's well taken care of in spirit because the amount of mediumship readings I done for her. Like she used to get mad at me because I never used to charge her that much, and then she started buying me all these cards and buying me all these gifts and shit just to like pay for it indirectly because I wouldn't be able to say no, right? Because it's coming to my house, and I would fuck her off and say, "Why you buying me another goddamn deck?" So all the gifts that she's given me, I've saved them all. So and I use them, things like that in her memory. But yeah. She was a pain in my ass, but a good pain in the ass. Yeah. She is a good friend. But yeah, I know she's in a good place. I know she's got a lot of people taking care of her. She is a good person and very smart. Yeah, I just had my rest of my second cup of coffee. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, thanks, guys. It's all good. I'm just glad she's not suffering anymore. I hated the fact that she was suffering and couldn't eat, couldn't drink. She never did drugs or anything like that. She was like so nice, and cancer just took her. Like I was fucking irritated. Of all people, all these fucking bad bastards in this world, and they went and took her. You know, that's why I get mad sometimes because there's a lot of evil people in this world, and they don't die, and they don't have nothing wrong with them. Then you got nice people like her who ain't done nothing wrong to nobody, and get cancer and die. That shit fucking irritates the hell out of me. But at the end of the day, God needs angels too. God needs more people in spirit to help him too, because just as many bad spirits go into the spirit world, good spirits have to go there too. So you can keep fighting off the bad ones. So that's how I look at it now, instead of in a negative way. So that's why, like, I think that he took her because he needed somebody smart and powerful, someone who believed in spirit and believed in God and things. So yeah, that's why I knew he took her. But it's all good though. I'm glad she's okay. She's hanging out with all her family, her mother, her father, her uncles and aunts, cousins. So she's all right. Yeah, I tell people that all the time, man. It's like, doesn't matter if you're nice or not, you're gonna die regardless, and you're gonna have to pay the price one day. Like my mom says, you pay here before you go, or when you go, that's when you pay for your sins. So it's either one or the other. So even if somebody goes and dies without facing consequences, and you're like, this bastard died and didn't even face no karma, don't believe that. Their karma is in the spirit world. Believe that. So yeah, it's it's life though. Exactly. You gotta serve somebody. It's coming. I always believe it's good over evil, and good versus bad all the time. So you know, it's the way it is. My condolences to you, Barbie. I know it's not easy. The last 6 months of my life hasn't been easy. That's for sure. Losing my dad and my dog and my friend that commits suicide. So it's like what the fuck moments, man. It's so annoying. I still can't believe my friend committed suicide, man. That's fucking so hurtful. He's got children and grandchildren, and all he had to do was like just be patient and just like I know things would get bad and shit, but like never take your life, man. I wish I could have stopped him, or I could have talked some sense into him, but it's too late now. It's done, but it hurts. Last year was probably the worst year for death for me. So many of my friends and family died. I'm like, what the fuck am I? What the hell is happening? Like, it's sad, but it's life. I always look at death in a positive way because you become a spirit and you can still deal with them. You can still deal with them in many ways, and they can help you so much more than you think. So I know this has been like a topic this week of this type of stuff, but it happens. We all lose people every year. So there's always somebody. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Dan. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you told me that. Yeah. It's sad. Last year definitely was the worst death year for me. Friends, my dad, my dog. It was a never ending story. Cousins, family, like, and still remembering the anniversary of deaths of others. Like, it was really, really tough last year for death. That's for sure. For a lot of people, not just me, but for a lot of people. And I always feel there's a saying out there in Portuguese. They say that, you know, the reason you stay behind To witness the death is because you're the strongest one. So you could take care of the ones that mourn. So it's like a Portuguese saying that God lets people, the reason we don't die and some of us live long is so because they know we can handle it. We can handle the death. We can handle mourning. We can handle be without that person because we know that in spirit we have them. So people who have that mentality will live long because they know that God knows you can handle it. So that's something to think about too. And that's probably why you last long or you're around to see it all because you can handle it. So that's something to think about too. All right, now let me see my grocery list here. I got milk, bread, cheese, butter. I got other stuff in there. I just need things for like, oh yeah, I need just um, it's fucking pouring. There's a red bird singing out there. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Um, Let me see if I have flour here. Oh, yeah, I got enough. Yeah, I got enough. I got enough. I had to check to see if I had enough flour. Yeah. God bless you for that, Barbie. That's why Spirit takes care of you, you know, because you took care of everybody when they were alive. And they don't forget that. They know. Don't ever think, I know you don't, but this is just generalizing to everybody. Don't ever think that they forget. They see, they know, they know what's up. Like they know what time it is. They know what you're doing, you know. Yeah, I remember you telling me your mom passed when you were 17. That's tough. That's a tough age to lose somebody. Another thing that, broke my heart the past few years was watching my siblings get divorces and watching those kids suffer, watching those kids mentally, you know, get anguished by the divorce and what their parents did, you know. That's just like death to me, you know. It's like you mourn and you see kids suffer. It's not a complete death, but it's like a separation where that person is dead to you now because of what they did. You know what I mean? So these past few years have been super tough, like for me to see that shit and for me to witness it, to be a part of it, to help the kids, to make sure they don't go into a dark place. People don't realize that even though death is hard, a divorce is hard too. When you see your siblings get a divorce and you see your friends get a divorce, you see your parents get a divorce, you see the kids suffer, they shouldn't have to. You put them in this fucking world and then you got them suffering. People don't think about that shit, but that shit affects children and makes their life all fucked up. And some of them overcome it and become better, and some of them get messed up for life, you know? So there's a lot of things that happen in the world that break my heart when it concerns kids and people doing the wrong things. And that's why I'm very cautious about who I hang around, who I deal with, who I talk to, who I have friendships and relationships with. Because I don't want to find myself in that predicament ever in life. And that's what holds me back from being around certain people, because I don't want to have to give you my attention and my energy and then you abuse it and then disrespect me. And then I have to say, I have to lose my faith again in people. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, I'm not fucking dealing with you unless I know you're worth my time and I know that you're not going to be, long term fuck me over shit. And even if you do, I'm still going to have the mentality of, you know what? People come and go. It's your loss, not mine. Go fuck yourself, you know? But when it concerns children and things, that shit irritates me, you know? And that's why I'm super mad at my ex sister in law and my ex brother in law for what they did to my siblings and their children. And they don't even speak to their children, they don't even care about their children. And here I am wishing that I had children, and you just threw your children away for some so you can fuck some hoe, you know? Like that shit, it makes me want to like go off. But then at the time you don't think about it. But then when years pass by and that person that did wrong, they get all this karma, and you're not supposed to technically laugh at them and say, yeah, good. But what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Like be happy that they're be not be happy that they're getting what they deserve? Like hell yeah, I'm gonna relish in your fucking karma because that's what you did to these kids and to the people, you know? Like you deserve nothing else. I'm not gonna have a party, but I'm gonna be smirking and saying, good, it's what you fucking get. I hope you get some more. You know? I believe totally in getting karma your whole life for doing stupid shit like that. Oh hey Panda. Yeah, I'm good. No work today because it's pouring rain, as you can see above my head. You know. Hope you're doing good, Panda. Hope you had a good weekend. And yes, back to work. Yeah, that's sad, man. I ought to beat his ass. And that's the thing, like, when you're a woman and a man cheats on you and leaves you with the kids all by yourself, if you have a decent brother like me, because my sister said, if I didn't have you, I don't know what the fuck I would have done. Because it probably would have been worse because the kids were still too young to defend themselves, you know? And it's not right for kids to beat up their father and shit like that, even though I know they wanted to. And even me, like, I don't want to, physically fight him because he's like a little twig. I would have knocked him the fuck out, but I still want to beat the shit out of him. But you know who beats him? Spirit beats him. God beats him. God puts him in predicaments to teach him a lesson because you left your wife and kids for a hope. You destroyed your own life. So now you're going to get karma over and over. And these people get karma. That's the thing. They get karma all the time. So it doesn't bother me anymore. I just let God just do what he's got to do. But God don't even do nothing. The devil takes over that person's soul. God don't want nothing to do with those people, you know? Yep, exactly. That's why I'm proud of my sister for staying single for the past 3 years and not wanting another man. She says she can't find a decent man anyway. And I said there isn't decent people in the world left. There's hardly any decent people left. And if they're decent, they're with somebody, you know? And you don't need nobody to complete you. I keep telling her, you don't need nobody to complete you. You still have a long life to live if you really want. If that's in your cards in your future, you can always find somebody eventually. I said, look at me, I've been single for 8 years going 9. I'm being the happiest I've ever been in my life because I don't have to deal with no damn fucking crazy woman aggravating me. So I said, you don't need no man aggravating you. You had an aggravating bastard for 24 years. Live your life now. Be single, take care of yourself, Your kids, I'm here. We've been taking care of things for the past umpteen years together. So me and my sister take care of this house. We do everything we need. We do everything we have to do, and that's all that matters. Like, if you have a system where you have decent people and you have a decent partner, or you have a decent brother or sister that helps, that's all you know. That's all that matters. Like, people gotta understand that, and that's why I'm so glad that I have like I'm a brother to a sister that cares. Because I would be like, yeah, fuck, I don't care. You, that's your life. Fuck you. But I said, no, no. I told my sister, we're gonna fight this together. You know, don't you're not gonna he's not gonna do anything to you. You trust me. He won't touch you, he won't do anything to you, and we're gonna get everything we need because and trust me, I'll do everything, I'll sacrifice whatever we have to live in this house. And when I told her that, it reassured her that I was serious. And the next thing you know, it all backfired on him. He started lying, and then he lost everything. He lost the house. He lost everything. He lost all of us because he lied and he got caught. And we caught him in all his lies. So he went through 3 lawyers and still couldn't beat us with one. And that's his karma. And now he's suffering every day without us. We hear stories about him all the time. Even my sister-in-law, when she left my brother and cheated on my brother and left her kids, those kids were devastated. And then now they're doing great. You know, they don't care about them no more. They don't even care about their mother. And these kids here don't care about their dad. They have me, you know, they have a great uncle. When you have a good uncle, you don't need a father like that. You don't need a mother like that, you know? And that's why my family, like my oldest sister, my brother, and my youngest sister and myself, we love kids and we take care of each other's kids. Like, you know, they like all my nephews, they all love us. Like they're all cool with all of us. And if anything happens, we're all like, you know, we're all there for each other. Like I babysat all 6 of them at one point. My mom took care of all of them at one point. The 2 next door, I've pretty much raised them my whole life. They don't even care. Their friends don't even know who their father is because he was never around anyway. He was the most deadbeat fuck in the world. But then my sister woke up and said, yeah, I got to get rid of this guy. He's a fucking joke. And then he cheated, and that was it. That was the best thing that could have happened to us was him leaving this house. You know? And next month we'll make 3 years he left here. And it was the best. We've had the best years of our life without that bastard around here. Because he was the most negative, the most controlling, the most narcissistic human being we've ever known. And he changed from one year to the next, you know? He just went into this devil mode, and he was always a dickhead, but like he became like the devil himself. I used to call him the devil, you know? And that's who he is. He still is. But between death, divorce, and like friendships blowing up, families falling apart, you know, that's like the worst things in the world to me. It's heartbreaking, all of those things. And seeing kids suffer is the most heartbreaking thing for me. I can't see kids suffer. I don't like that. You know, I always try to help kids all the time. And not having them, it makes you want to, you know, love other people's kids even more. But people don't understand all of that. They don't care. Like they just make kids and just throw them away like they're fucking trash. And people like that, they're gonna get karma for the rest of their life. Because that's a big sin, having kids and not taking care of them. That's one of the biggest sins in the world. The Bible even says all that. You know, a parent who abandons their spouse and kids, you're gonna go to hell because you should never do that. You know, you make a family, you should keep the family, you should be together. I know sometimes it's unbearable and you have to go, and that's fine. You know, I'm not expecting people to stay with somebody after they cheat or after they beat the shit out of you, right? That's definitely a no-no. So God forgives you for that and knows that that person became the devil and you had to leave. that's fine. I'm sure God will allow you to repent that situation, which I'm sure He will. So, all because you got a divorce doesn't mean you're going to hell. It just means that you made a fucking mistake being with a jackass. It's that simple. That person's going to go to hell because they caused it, not you. You're just protecting your well-being and your children. You know? Thanks, Panda. I try my best. I'm sure you're an auntie as well, I believe. So even if whoever's aunties and uncles in here, be the best auntie and uncle you can. Be the best sibling you can to a certain point. It doesn't hurt to like at least try. But it's up to you. Everybody has different situations. Everybody lives in different situations. So I'm not expecting people to be like perfect and shit. I'm trying to think of what else I need from the store. I always forget shit. Yep. That's how it goes. All right. I'll give you guys a daily message if you want. Panda, you want a message? I have this deck. It's called Daily Healing Messages. Cards for Awakening Your Better Self. I'll give you one. Even though your day has already started and almost finished. If you guys want a message, I'll give you one. All right, Claudia, let me see what I got for you. All right, Claudia, you got the waves of the ocean there with the sun coming down. Hint, hint, come to Bermuda. This is your message. To feel your innate self of truth, sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. Blah, blah, blah. To feel your innate sense of truth, develop open-mindedness. That is your message for today. You're welcome, Claudia. Sure, Christy, Panda, I'll give you guys one. All right. Christy. All right, Christy. You got some jellyfish looking thing, I guess. I don't know. Looks like it. Anyway. It says, take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send you. Take time to tune into your body and recognize the messages it's trying to send you. So if your stomach's aching, just let it out. That's why I write it down on a list. And sometimes I write it down on a list and I still damn well forget. Yeah, see, my neck, my back, my booty, and my crack. My neck, my back. All right, Panda, you're next. All right, Panda. Panda, you got the stars. It's nighttime, stars. It's actually going to be nighttime for you soon. It says, devote yourself to discovering the highest truths. This card came out yesterday, too. Devote yourself to discovering the highest truths. So here you go. Here's more homework for you. See? You got to devote yourself to discovering the highest truths, aka listen to your favorite Aquarius, Marky Mark. Yeah, I think Christy got that yesterday. Yeah. You need a massage? No, Mark, a message. If you need a message for the man that you met, you're welcome, Panda. Then you need a love card, Barbie. You need a lover's oracle card for that man to see if he wants to love that booty. I mean, love you. Sorry. I'll pull you a love card, Barbie, because Marky loves you. So I'll give you a love card. Okay, Panda, take care. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. Are you going live tonight? There you go, Dan. You're unsure? Okay, cool. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you. If you go live, I'll stop by. Take care. All right. Let's see what we got for Barbie. All right. This is your card. I got to cover up her titty so I don't get in trouble. I got my finger on her nipple so nobody can see it because you know how dopey YouTube is. Like, you're showing nudity. So I have to cover her boob. This is your card, Barbie. This is you covering up your boob, thinking about this man. And the message says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So don't think of negative things when you think about this person. Let it all dissolve into the light, creating a new opportunity and possibility for you and him. So block out any negative, unwanted thoughts and keep positive for his sake and your sake together. So if anybody talks shit, just be like, don't worry about it. And we say, oh, you want a man, Barbie? Like, don't worry about what they say. Just create an opportunity and a possibility for you and him. It's up to you, see? That's why it shows the woman with her titty that I have to cover up or else I'll get in trouble. Only I can see the titty, okay? So there you go. It's a perfect card. If anybody else wants a love card, I'll give you one. I know you love me, but you know. Being that I have the love cards out, I'll pull you one if you want one. You all need love in your life. I'll pull one for myself, actually. All right. This is my card. My wings are here. This is my card, some angel wings and some hearts. And it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available for you. Follow it with faith. I like that. I always think about past hoods and past women that have tried to destroy me, but I can leave that in the past and get a new one now. Sounds good. Yeah, I know. I had to put my hand on, I had to put my finger over them so YouTube doesn't flag my video showing nudity cards and shit. It's not easy. Claudia, you want a love card? Even though you love me, it's okay. You're good? See, that's what I'm talking about. See, Claudia said, I don't need no damn love card. I got you. I'm good. Christy, you want a love card? Or you're good? Yeah, I'm just offering. That's all. I don't want people to say, you gave Barbie a love card. You didn't give me one. I know how people bitch and moan. You're welcome, Barbie. Anytime, sweetheart. I wish you the best always. You know that. See how dedicated Claudia is to me? See, she says, I don't want no love card. I love you, Mark. What the fuck? But I had to have a love card to reassure you that my past is over and I'm willing to, for new possibilities. See? Claudia's over here laughing. She's like, this fucking guy. Oh, man, you gotta laugh. All right, Christy, let's see what we got. Two. All right, Christy, what is going on here? You want some snake? Look, Christy wants some snakes. I gotta cover the nipple down here too. Shit, I didn't even see that. This is your card, Christy. And it says power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. See that? Don't get wrapped up in the snake, right? You have the power to say no, 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 no. See that? You instinctively know what's right for you, and you have the power to say no, no, and walk away. See that? Can't make this shit up. Dan, you want a love card for you and your missus? Let's give you a love card, Dan. Let's show them how powerful Leo and Aquarius love is. Oh, look at that, Dan. I pulled you one anyway. This is for you, Dan. Look. Look what it says, Dan. Twin flames. Your passion ignites. Oh, Dan. See that? You just proved that Leos and Aquariuses can exist in a long-term marriage. But don't you damn Leos get any ideas about marrying me. It's the opposite way, okay? Leo man, Aquarius woman. It's not Aquarius man and Leo woman, all right? So don't you damn well get any ideas about this twin flame shit. Okay? It works for him, not for me. Oh shit. Oh boy. I swear. I always change all the meanings of the cards. You just got the whipped cream card, see? If you put whipped cream on it tonight, your passion ignites. See? Can't make this shit up. Ah, that's cool. What's some great messages? Great messages. I like that. That's nice. I'm glad everybody got some good messages. Oh hell no. She's got a Gemini. So she's like she's good. She says she loves her Gemini man and she don't want no Aquarius ever in her life. So thank God I ain't gotta deal with her. See, she's got a Gemini, so she don't want nothing to do with me. She's just a pain in my ass. She's a twin flame pain in the ass friend. And see, there's a difference. Usually fire signs and air signs are together anyway. Claudia, what's your zodiac sign again? I keep forgetting. I can't remember your zodiac sign. We don't really discuss those things, but I can't remember. Oh, you're a Pisces. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I don't mind. Pisces women are cool. I have Pisces women friends. Marilyn that comes in there, she's a Pisces. She's nice. She's always pleasant and nice to me. Yeah, Pisces men I don't get along with. I dealt with three Pisces men a couple years ago during this renovation, and they were all a bunch of assholes. And they all had women problems. Every last one of them. But I dated a Pisces girl, and she ended up marrying an Aquarius. I dated her, and then because my best friend dated her, and I felt weird dating her afterwards, and we just like had like a mutual agreement to be friends and not be lovers because it felt weird, right? And she ended up meeting this Aquarius guy and introducing me to him, right? And after that, she ended up marrying the Aquarius guy and having three kids. So it definitely works, Those signs work. Aquarius man, Pisces woman, you know. But technically, her twin flame is her Gemini. See, the Gemini and Aquarius are like one of the best matches, so they say in the zodiac. But fire and air are always been good matches. Always, I've dated pretty much fire sign women. That's why nothing worked because their fire burnt my flame, burnt my air, congested my air with their fire because they want to burn everything in their sight. I don't want I don't want no damn Aries woman. I don't want no Leo damn woman, and I don't want no Capricorn woman. They're all a bunch of pain in the asses. Aquarius and Pisces works like Aquarius man, Pisces woman. I know two people that have, because my other Aquarius friend, he got a divorce from a Leo and he married a Pisces and they're together. He used to go school with me. When I saw that, I was like, oh fuck, there is hope for me with a water sign. Shit. Oh no, hell no. I don't want nothing to do with your ass. And Christy, what is your oh, you're a Libra. Yeah, so I can understand that. Libra and Aquarius are very good matches too. But this is all like hearsay, she say. But if you really think about it, anybody can get along with anybody. It's all about your character and how you are towards that person. I don't think a sign really defines your love life, you know what I mean? Or your friendships. I just think that each one of us have bad tidings and relationships and love relationships with certain signs. Like I think that whatever you are, there's always like a couple signs that you hate, and there's a couple signs that you love, and there's a couple signs that this one was better than that. We compare it that way, you know. But I always think that it doesn't matter your sign. It's just it matters who you are as a person, you know. But yeah, it's definitely it's just hearsay she say, you know. It's annoying. That's not true. You know how many Gemini men are assholes? That's why yours, yeah, that's why your relationship ain't been perfect either. Cause them Gemini men, they're a fucking nuisance. I know. I've read for Gemini. I've read for women in here that complain a lot about Gemini men and how fucked up they are. But that's every I've had people talk about that shit all the time. People are always complaining about some sign, you know? That's the thing. Like people hear me complain about Aries women, Capricorn women, and Leo women and shit like that, and Sagittarius people. People hear me complain about signs all the time because those are my experiences with that person. It was annoying. And each of us say, oh, hell no, never an Aquarius for me. Or hell no, never a Pisces for me again. Hell no. So it's all about like, you know, what your experiences are with that sign. But it doesn't mean that all, you know, that all people in that sign are bad. Like, yeah. Dan said my wife's Catholic. I'm never leaving, honey. You know what? Aquarius women are decent. I know a few Aquarius women, the ones that come in here that are my friends. They've been my friends for a very long time. The Aquarius women that I have that come in here, they're very nice people. And I don't have no beef with them or I never had beef with them. I've always been like, you know, cool with them. There's one that kind of like, you know, every now and then there's some like crazy shit that would happen, but not otherwise that ain't nothing really serious, you know, nothing bad. Aquarius men, I have no clue. There was an Aquarius guy that used to come in here and get readings, but I haven't seen him forever. But he was cool though. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize that glow that the male and the female versions of a sign is completely different sometimes. You know, completely different. You can have an Aquarius man that's an asshole, and you can have an Aquarius woman in your life that's your best friend. That's the way it is. It's like me. I can tolerate my mom as a Capricorn woman, but I can't tolerate a Capricorn man. Every Capricorn man that I deal with is a dickhead. They're all assholes. Every last one that I deal with. And same thing with I can deal with Aries women as friends and as lovers to a certain point, but I can't have like my Aries sister's a bitch and she's selfish. And like Aries men are also dickheads. They think they're better than you and they always think that, you know, they can tell you everything and know every fucking thing. Like those are the ones that I experience. And then Leo men are also a goddamn pain in the ass to me. They always think they're better than everybody else. They think that they're cuter than you or they're better than you or they fucking have better shit than you. They always talk about what they have and not who they are. Because who they are is a piece of shit. Majority of them. But then I have Dan here for all this time, and he's never ever treated me like that. But the ones that I have dealt with are dickheads. And then the Leo women, I have no problem with to a certain point. I can't love them like in a relationship because they're weird, but I can be their friends and talk shit to them, no problem. You know? And that's the difference. The men and the women always are a difference. Always. You know? And Sagittarius men are annoying too. They're like, they say stupid shit too, and you're like, yeah, whatever, shut up. But the Sagittarius women, I have a nice bond with them. Virgo men, like my Virgo nephew, him and I are like best friends. But when he's mad and he don't get his way, it's like, who the hell are you? Virgo women, I have a wonderful friendship with. Some of my best women friends are Virgos, you know? So that's it. You know, it's just our experiences, you know. Our experiences are what we go through. That's our what we say, and that's it. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it happens. Pisces men, I can't work with them in a job. They're just too dramatic. They're too annoying. They're too sensitive. But a Pisces woman is fine. I can get along with a Pisces lady or a Pisces woman or whatever. I have a few Pisces women friends that I can talk shit to and have fun with. That's cool. But Pisces men, fuck no. I can't work with a Pisces man ever again. I worked with three of them for a whole year straight, and each of them had an issue every goddamn day with something. They were either sick, love problems, money problems. They have a problem with their ass, their fucking clothes, anything, transportation. They always had some bullshit drama. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong? When were you born, man? And they were all born in February, like me. And I said, there's something fucking wrong with you. Because I'm born in February. I'm in Aquarius, but you mofos are born in February and you're fucking like you're weird. The fuck is wrong with you? I can't even say February men are decent because you three jackasses are dumb as shit. You don't see me over here crying over no damn woman. You don't see me over here complaining every damn day about work and shit, man. Just shut the fuck up. I'm like, yeah, you're a Pisces. No wonder. You're at the end of February, you fucking idiots. Bunch of damn nuisances. I told you, Ray, I coughed because your negative ass comes in here. You were the first person in here, so I was definitely coughing. Spirit was like, guess who's coming? I like, oh God. Gotta cough out that negative energy. I be smelling that Leo dust. Ugh. When Dan comes in here, right? Uh, I don't have no Leo dust choking me up. And look, I have one of my favorite Leos in here now, Kitty. See? Yeah, I saw your community page, sweetheart. I'm sorry you're going through that. I know that's a hard thing to deal with. I dealt with that. I dealt with my dog the other day, you know. Had to put her down. So I'm sorry that you're going through that, Kitty. It's all right. Just take care of her, make sure she's okay. I know it's life, you know, it's a difficult situation when you have a pet, you know, in that situation. So lots of love going your way, and hopefully your kitty is okay. Yeah, that's when it starts, you know. Same thing happened with my dog, you know. About 3 weeks before she passed, she started to get worse and worse and worse, and I'm like, oh fuck's sake. So I know it's tough, but prayers going out to your cat, and hopefully you'll be all right. And just know if you have to, you know, if you have to do what you got to do, to keep them from suffering, then you got to do what you got to do. I know it's the hardest thing in the world sometimes. I know it was definitely hard for me, but I've done it twice. So I know it's hard, but I'd rather them not be in pain than be in pain and be alive, you know? Yeah, that's painful. I know. My first dog lasted 15 years. I had to put him down. He had blood clot in his leg and he couldn't walk anymore. He was fucked. That destroyed me. And then a couple years later, my sister got her boxer when we moved in here. In the last 10 years, I've been taking care of her. In the last 4 years, she's been living with me. And then, she suffered a lot this last year. So we had to put her down because she couldn't even move. It's hard seeing that shit. Like, it's very hard to see my pets suffer. So I told my sister and everybody I can't get no more pets no more, man. That shit destroys me. I can't handle seeing an animal suffer. Like, I'd rather just love everybody else's animal and just give them back. I can't have my own. I wish I had my own dog. There's a pit bull right now online, for adoption, and I want to get it, and I'm like, nah, no thanks. Hell no. Yeah, my dog had a lot of problems. She did get cancer at the very end. Yeah, skin cancer, and it ate right through her. To have a boxer at 10 years old going 11, she would have been 11 in February, but she didn't make it. But my dog, my boxer was originally my brother-in-law's dog, but he disowned her and beat her. And then he left here 3 years ago, and I've been taking care of her ever since. And he didn't want her. And my boxer, right, is the second oldest boxer in Bermuda's history. The oldest boxer is 12 years old and 3 months, I think. That was the oldest boxer on record in Bermuda. And then my dog Diamond was 10 years and 10 months. That's the second oldest boxer to date in Bermuda. And they said, Mark, you should be proud of what you've done for this dog. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Yeah, boxers always have problems. The first boxer, we had a boxer before her at the old house. Where my sister used to live before, we had a boxer called Kaya. She was like all brown with white and had a black nose. And she had problems from jump. She lasted 7 years. She had like this rare disease. She couldn't walk on grass. So she had to be on concrete all the time. So every time she went to the grass, she'll break out in a hive and bite her hands, and then she also like had a bad disease, and then she died. Her legs were like completely fucked. We had to put her down at the age of 7. And I loved her to death too. She was such a nice dog, man, but she had so many problems, man. And then they went and got the next boxer, and then now we had to deal with that. So now my sister's like, fuck this, I don't want no more dogs. And I'm like, yep, me too. I don't want no dog. My neighbor's cat comes over here. We call him Flipper. He comes over here, we pet him, and then he leaves, and then we're like, yeah, good, bye. I don't want no more pets. Fuck that. He's gonna turn 15 in May. Shit, that's a long time. Cats live a long time. My mom's cat lived to 16. She had a calico cat. Beautiful cat. Yeah, I don't blame you, kitty. I don't blame you. Losing an animal is like heartbreaking for me because I love animals so much. It's hard, like losing a pet, man. Yeah. Majority of the animals they get cancer. But my pit bull, he didn't die from cancer. He died from a blood clot in his leg. I went away for the weekend and I came back. My mom said that he was howling all night. And then he just stopped like moving. But you couldn't see his leg because he was laying on his leg and he couldn't get up. So when I got off the airplane, it was a Sunday, and it was my nephew's like first birthday party, and I couldn't even attend it because I had to rush my dog to the vet on a Sunday emergency because I flipped him over and his leg was purple and he was like in all this pain and shit. Okay, Barbie, take care, sweetheart. And then I was like, oh fuck. So my dad and I picked him up. Like we had like he was like he had one of those igloo houses outdoor. It was like a big plastic thing. I took the igloo off and I had the bottom part. Me and my dad put him in the back of my van and I took him to the vet and the doctor says there's nothing I can do. His leg is completely fucked. And if we operate on him, he's so old, he's gonna die anyway. And I was like, look, just put him down because he's been in pain. He can't even move. So I put him down at the age of 15. And it was one of the worst days of my life doing that. But I had to do it because he was completely fucked. He couldn't even move. He wasn't eating. He couldn't move at all. He was just stiff as a board, like, and it hurt me so much to see him like that. And the doctor says you might as well put him down because there's no way in hell he's gonna survive this. But he was a strong dog. He was 80 pounds. He was a big bastard. No one came in my yard. They were like, hell no. That pit bull was deadly. I walked him every day. He was a beast. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. He saved me emotionally, and he was like, my parents loved him. My dad took him for walks and shit. But after that, I never wanted my own personal dog. Never. And then my sister got those two boxes, and I fell in love with them. And my best friend, he had a golden retriever. That dog loved me so much that he said that you would think this dog is yours, Mark. What the fuck is the connection you have to this goddamn dog? This dog loves the shit out of you. Like when the golden retriever saw me, he would go crazy. He'll go on the ground and I'll be rubbing his belly. He'll be going, "Ah," and him and his wife will fucking laugh like crazy. Say, what the fuck's wrong with this dog? When this dog sees you, this dog goes crazy. I said, look, man, dogs know who loves them, like, you know. Dogs know who loves them, and dogs know like that you want to play and you want to have fun, you know, and they just know like who to be around. Sometimes a dog can love somebody else besides their owner. They still love their owner, but they love other people too. And that's how I was with everybody's dog. If you had a dog and I went to your house, I would love your dog, like, because I love animals, you know. Shut your ass up. If I went over your house, your dog would love me more than they'll love you. And you'd be so mad. You'd be like, fucking Mark, every time he comes over here, my dog, I get jealous. My dog loves him. I'm an animal lover. Animals love me, you know. Yes, he would. You'd be so jealous. Okay, kitty, take care, sweetheart. Sending healing to your cat. I'll light a candle for him later. Your dog would love me. You love me more than your damn dog. You're welcome, sweetheart. Take care. It's fucking rain, man. It's like pissing down. It ain't stopped one bit. Uh yeah, I woke up and I started coughing because you came in my room aggravating me. Why don't you go live or something and leave me alone? Why don't you go practice your meanings of your tarot cards? Fucking nuisance. These damn notifications on my fucking phone aggravating me. Leave me alone. You had squirrels following you? She says I felt like Ace Ventura shit. I haven't heard that forever. Ace Ventura. I love that movie. That shit was funny as shit. Christy. Christy's like, yeah, I felt like Ace Ventura, all these fucking squirrels following me. Hey, those squirrels want fucking food. If they smell food on you, they're like, yeah, this woman's got some food. Let me see if she'll give me some. Shit. Yeah, animals know who loves them and shit, man. Animals know. My nephew used to get mad at me because the neighbor's cat will come to me and not to him. He used to be like, "What the hell? Why does these cats and these animals always come to you and not to me?" And I was like, "Look, I tell you already, I have a special bond with animals. Animals love me because they know, they can sense that you aren't like, oh, but I'm not bad either." He used to get so mad. And I was like, "Look, it's hard to explain, but animals love me. You know, they love me because I smell like cat piss. You smell like dog piss. Your dog probably pees on you. You probably like it. He probably looks at your Leo ass. He probably like, damn, this woman ain't gave me no food. She eating all the damn food, ain't gave me shit. Talking about go lay down. As soon as you open up that bag of chips, start wolfing them down before he wakes up. Cheap ass. Cheap ass won't even get his dog no food. You probably be eating his damn biscuits. You guys remember? You guys are all, around my age and older. You know. No, I haven't. No, I remember you saying it's a big dog. You remember that cartoon? I can't remember what it is, but you remember the Anteater cartoon? Let me see how good you guys' memory is. There was a cartoon where it had an anteater, and he used to like chase ants, and he looked like a crazy ass and the long ass trunk. He looked like half ant, half fucking elephant. So there's a guy in Bermuda that looks like an anteater, right? The way his nose and his face goes, and I don't like him, right? And my friend said that, oh, he looks like this, and I said he looks like that fucking anteater cartoon character. And he remembered it and he fucking laughed so much. He goes, how the hell did you even come up with that or imagine that he looks like that damn anteater thing? So I Googled it. Yeah, whatever. His name's Mark and he's an Aquarius. That's why you love the dog so much. I remind you of. I don't know if you guys remember the anteater cartoon. I'll show it to you. Look. You remember that character, that cartoon? The anteater? There's a guy in Bermuda that looks just like this damn thing. Hey, my friend was fucking dying today. He was laughing so much. He's like, you're an ass. So now every time we talk about it, I'm going to save this picture so I can show him. I said, look, your boy is your boy. I think that cartoon was from the 80s or 90s. I can't remember, but I didn't really like Google it like that. I just wanted the picture. I just Googled anteater cartoon. I was born in 77. It's a good year. I remember I told this chick I was born in 77. She goes, oh my God, that was the year the blizzard hit. You're a blizzard baby. I said, I'm not no fucking blizzard baby because I weren't in the United States. I was in Bermuda, dumbass. Yeah, 49. I went 49 in February. I'm going to have a 50th birthday next year. Have a big party. And no, Leo, you're not invited. Christy, you're invited. Dan, all my favorite people, you're all invited to my party next year. I have more friends than you. Shit. You ain't even got no damn friends. Look at your friends that when I found out who your friends were, just from being in your chat, shit, I went and gave you some of my friends because I felt bad for you. There was nobody in there talking to you. And now who I know your real friends are, oh shit. Oh God. Oh good Lord. I didn't give this woman some damn friends because she ain't got none. Poor thing. Thanks guys for going to visit Leo in her room. She needs friends, These damn Leos ain't got no friends. Even Dan was in there yesterday being her new friend, you know? Well, now, what else I need from the store? Shit. There was something else I said I needed. Because I got to go pick up my nephew. In an hour, I have to go pick up my nephew. So I need to make sure I go to the grocery store. I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to make for dinner tonight. I have no clue what I'm going to make for dinner tonight. Any dinner suggestions? That's true, Dan. I feel the same way. That's why there's majority single women in here because they're too busy. The ones that are married, they don't want to deal with another crazy man like me. Christy, you said you know that year well. That's good. See, that's a good sign. Well, if the person you dated from 77 is a dickhead, just remember I'm not like that. Not everybody's the same. And don't listen to this damn woman. She's a Leo, so you don't want to listen to her. You gotta listen to your fellow air sign. She's an airhead. You gotta listen to me, air sign. What else do I need? I don't need no detergent. I don't need no dryer shit. I don't need no soap. I got oil. I got potatoes. I got food. I got lobster. I don't know what I feel like tonight. I got veggies. Actually, you know what I feel like tonight? I feel like lasagna tonight. Yeah, I need the pens for all the shit that I talk. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Absolutely. I agree. Fuck, it's pouring. I'm waiting for a break in this damn weather so I can go. It's getting worse. Damn it. Uh, I need to go to that other store and get paper towel. And what else do I get from there? I get oil, but I already got some. I'm gonna have lasagna tonight. Yeah, go ahead, wish that shit on me. Mm, you're gonna fall on your face later. Keep it up. When you go live, if you go live later, I'm gonna torment your fucking ass. And then your friend might ban me because she's a mod in there. She might ban my ass. She might like, you don't need Mark. You don't need Mark in here. I ban him. He's negative energy. Denture cleaner? Yeah, that's for you. For them rotten ass teeth you got. You eating all that bullshit. I would say something else, but I don't want to be gross. I'm trying to keep it PG. What else do I need? I got coffee. I got sugar. Yeah, I need. I wonder if everybody wants lasagna. I feel like lasagna tonight. I know, right? Christy, the hurricanes can be really bad here. We've had our share of bad hurricanes. We've had bad ones. especially living up here where I live. It's very high, and it's the wind is more deadly here. So let me see if everybody wants lasagna. What's today? Tuesday, right? Yeah. Let me see. Let me go into my group chat with my sister and my nephews, and I'm gonna see if I get a response. I feel like lasagna tonight. I haven't had lasagna in a while. See if I get a response. Nah, there's no Bermuda Triangle shit. It's fine. People come here every day. Boats come here, cruises, planes. It's not that shit's like in a different area. All right, let me see if they want lasagna tonight so I can go buy all the stuff. I have the pasta. I need to get some cheese and the meat. I think we have another a bottle of ragu in there for the sauce. So yeah, I just need to get the meat and some cheese, I believe. I'll go next door and see what we got. Then I'll get it. I'll see what they say. I make lasagna from scratch. Unlike you, I don't buy TV dinners. I make food, and I don't burn my shit either. Somebody come get her. She fucked up the dinner. Your kids probably sing that to you every night. Mom, you burnt this shit again. Somebody come get her. Get offline and stop looking at the fucking marking marks, tarot fucker. Pay attention to the food, Mom. Somebody come get her. She was watching Marky Mark's Tarot and burnt the dinner. I got garlic bread too. So. Somebody come get her. I like eating the lasagna with garlic bread too. Little piece of garlic bread on the side to dip into the sauce. Good shit. You don't know nothing about that. You don't even know how to make lasagna. I'd have to teach you. Let's see if I get a response. You don't know how to make no damn. Make lasagna then and take a picture and a video of you making it and show us online you making the lasagna. Probably be all burnt up on the sides and shit. Cheese be all fucked up. You be cutting that shit with a saw. Just up. Oh yeah, definitely. I always dance when I cook. I always talk shit when I cook. I play music when I cook. Oh, because you're a Virgo moon and I'm a Virgo moon doesn't mean that we have the same tendencies of that area and placement. Because you're a Virgo half moon, I'm a Virgo full moon. See, it's a difference. I love you when you sleep. When you sleep, it's the best feeling in the world. That means I don't have to talk to you or listen to you. Hey, Joey. Good morning, my brownie twin. How you doing? Oh, some people. Dan, when my sister will be working until like 5:30 or whatever. She gets home at 6, and then her and I do the I either do the lasagna myself or she does it, or we'll both do it together. It's not like really hard, really. It's easy. Just boil the pasta, fry up the meat, season it, put the ragu in there, and put the cheese all in there, cover it up, put it in the oven for half an hour, bang, ready to go. It's not rocket science. It's actually very easy to do. I don't put all that Parmesan cheese all in there and shit. You know, I usually put like mozzarella cheese in there. Sometimes I put a little bit of cheddar, but I don't put all that like white crazy looking cheese. I put a little bit, but not like I don't cake it in there because these guys don't like it. My nephews don't like it. You getting ready for your day? Cool. Here it's been raining all damn day. It's annoying. It's 2:18 here at PM, and it's been raining all damn day. Now it's kind of like calming down a bit. So, who? Oh, hey Leah, how you doing? You said if you need it. If I need what? What you got for me that I need? It's sunny and it will get windy later. Yeah, I have to see if everybody wants lasagna. We'll see. Hey T Rose, you're back. How's work? Kitty came in here earlier. She said she's taking care of her 15-year-old cat. So she says she's going through a little stress over the cat. So okay, Joey, no problem. I got you. I do every type of reading. I'm not just like these readers that just do love shit because they can't read anyway. But yeah, I do everything, sweetheart. I'll do anything you want. I'm him. You know that. I'm not these readers who have selected things they do. I do everything. So whatever you want, sweetheart, I got you. Spirit will come together and make it happen. Yeah, sure. I'll hook you up. Whatever you want, sweetheart. It's all good. Whenever you're ready. You can if you want. Yeah. You could do it. What do you want, like a full reading, or you just want like a question answered? Like, what do you mean? You want like a full thing, or you want like just a regular question? Yeah, yeah. You want to do it. You want me answered over there so that these, fake readers don't see me answered. That's fine. I can do that for you. I can answer. I can answer you over there. Just message me your question over there, and I'll answer it over there. If you don't want to do it here, all you gotta do is do it over IG, and I'll answer you. It's no problem. Look, she's so guilty. Look, she says, "Don't look at me when you say that." Why you got a guilty conscience for? This girl always think I'm talking about her like she's important. She even says, "I only do love readings." Yeah, that's why T. Rose said, "Do you do love readings or do you do career readings?" I said, "I'll do it all." She don't even like doing general readings in her life. She's like, general? That means I have to know what the cards mean. And then she's like, I've been reading tarot since I was 12. You were reading tarot, all right? You ain't reading shit. You be looking at the damn pictures. Oh, look at this Queen of Wands. That looks like me. Oh. All right, you said I'm applying for a position in a different department. I wanted to know that. Joey, if I did get to the position job, would that be a better fit? All right, cool. I'll check for you, T Rose. Obsessed. Any person that's obsessed is you. You be obsessed on seeing how I read so you can learn. Because your mentor didn't teach you properly. That's why you're over here. Learning. Thank God. Good riddance. Go make some food. Aren't you hungry? All right. Let me see something here. Is your T Rose, is your boss a woman? Because I see like the Queen of Swords reversed here, trying to make life difficult for you to get this job. And if she has to report to a man that's her boss, then they're going to probably deny you the chance of getting this, or they'll probably tell you that someone else has it. Because I see like, I feel like they're going to deny you of getting it and saying that, you know, this is too much for you. I don't think that you should take the job. You know, they're going to try and like make you feel like it's worse than what you do now. And if it is, then they're going to convince you that's the case. But I don't see them like cooperating to get you that job, though. I highly doubt it. They're going to do something to make sure you don't get it. But I feel like she's working with another person, you know? Yeah. So there you go. So her boss is a man and they are taking it right. Yeah, exactly. So I would say that both of them are reversed in the cards. So they don't want you to have that. So that's why when I get those type of people there, then it's telling me it ain't gonna happen. You know? So you apply for the job, right? Yeah. I don't see you getting it though. I don't see you getting the job because of them. I think they're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure you don't get it. Yeah, they will. Unfortunately, they will, T Rose. They will. I see both of them doing that bullshit. I pulled more cards and it says you won't get it. And hold on a second. Let me just check something. You know what, T Rose? What I get here, right? What I get here is that this man, like her and her boss, are fighting over who should have this position. You know, like your boss and her boss, this man and this woman came up again, reversed, right? And the woman is a person that fights with this guy. I feel like they fight each other all the time. They're always going at each other. So that's why if I were you, I wouldn't even take on this job. And I know that you don't want to be where you are now, but I feel like they both fight each other over a position for someone. Like they might even say, "Oh, T Rose, apply for the job. Oh, well, I think we should give it to so and so. Or I think we should give it to this person." And they both fighting each other. Right now, I see the Five of Wands in between them and the Eight of Swords. So they're fighting each other. They're going back and forth on who should have this job, especially if the guy has the final say. So I got the Knight of Pentacles reversed, and that's an asshole. That's somebody that ain't gonna want, doesn't, that's gonna be very ignorant and tell her, look, I don't care who's applying, I want this person. Oh no, I want that person, but this person should have the job. So right now, I think that that position is gonna be on hold, you know? Right. Exactly. And guess what? She don't like you, and she don't like her boss either, and her boss don't like her. Okay, Joey, take care. Enjoy your day. Thank you. To be honest, T Rose, if you want a better opportunity, I don't see you getting one where you are currently in the next couple months. And the reason for that is because the relationship that the big bosses have are not good. They're taking advantage of people. They're going back and forth with each other. There's a lot of false friendships, false management. Like the people there, I feel that are in power and are that our bosses are all idiots, and they don't care, you know, about like you or anybody there. Like I feel like they're overwhelmed with a lot of things and they won't do anything, you know? So T Rose, I would say try not to try not to stress it. And my advice to you, if you want to take it, is be the best you can in what you do currently and just make money, keep quiet, do what you got to do. If you're surviving off of what you have, then that's the best thing. Sometimes when you try to create a chance and it don't work, or you're around, you're trying to create a better chance around the same shitty people, it's not going to make your life there any better. Sometimes more money, more responsibility brings more fucking problems. So I'm not telling you to give up on this situation. At least you apply for it. So in the future, it's something that you can look at. But my suggestion and my advice is to be the best that you are at what you do now. You know? Yeah, I mean everybody does, you know? Especially in that field, right? But what I would say is do your best where you are and just see how it goes. Now, if even if you were to go to a whole nother company or a whole nother like nursing place or a hospital, it's still gonna be bullshit there. There's always bullshit wherever you go. But I know it sucks, but I just feel like with the management there, I'm not getting nothing good from them. They're all a bunch of idiots. And if they showed up in the cards just now, the man and the woman reversed, and that tells me that they're a bunch of fucking idiots. And you ain't gonna get nowhere being around this type of management. You know? So don't give up, but just be the best you can at what you do. That's basically what I would say. If you already felt that way, then this is just confirmation that, you know, it don't make sense dealing with it because you're just gonna be in a higher position with the same jackasses, you know? Yeah, exactly. Just keep trying, keep putting your best foot forward. Don't let, even though you know these people don't like you, don't don't like feed into their energy. You know what I'm saying? Just keep being the best version of yourself and they can't deny you when the time comes. Because everybody has a boss, has a boss, has a boss, has a boss. So maybe this guy, right? Maybe this guy that's the boss of your boss, maybe his boss might overlook all of them and say, let me check, you know? Let me check like to see if this is like, what's the deal like? Yeah, that's fine, T Rose. Whatever you want to do, that's cool. I'm good. Whenever you're ready, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I feel like you'll be fine. Christy, she always talks about I don't shut up. As I'm reading people, she never shuts up either. Get rid of her ass for aggravating me. Fucking nuisance ass Leo. Never shut up. She always talks about I'm always complaining and I never shut up. Look, she never shuts up either. Always talking. Blah 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 blah. Always talking dumbass shit. Fucking nuisance. Like a damn 12-year-old child. Yeah. But you know what, T Rose? I know it probably gives you anxiety and it probably makes you mad or you want like a better change. But trust me, like if you know deep down inside you're very good at what you do, and remember what I told you earlier when you came in here, because you do that type of work, it's gonna be that type of vibe. It's gonna be that type of shit that you deal with, right? But you gotta remember you're doing the right thing right now. And those people, I'm sure they appreciate you very much. So take in the positive part of it instead of the negative part of it. You know what I'm saying? I know you got anxiety over it. You have shitty bosses. You want a better position thinking that it's going to be better. But remember, you're there for those people. You're not there for your bosses. You're there to take care of those people. You know what I'm saying? You're there to do your job, do it as your best ability. Sometimes, if we focus more on that, we'll love our jobs more because we're doing it for the people, not for their bosses. This is what I tried to explain to my sister many times. I know you love your job, but don't try to impress your bosses. You have to impress the clients and the customers that come there with the products that you have. And she sometimes understands and sometimes she gets too fed up because if her bosses don't cooperate. Fuck those people. If the clients and customers and your patients come to you that and they praise you, that's the only thing that you should be focused on is you're doing your job and the people you're doing your job to. Your bosses are never gonna be 100% on your back because they're jealous because people love you more than them. It's just like, some people, that's just the way they are. They just get jealous because people have more success than them. And in that field, I'm sure it is. So just keep being you. Keep doing everything, focusing on your patients, your clients and shit, and just be happy doing it. I know it's fucked up because you want more, but sometimes more. Even my sister had an opportunity to get a bigger position and make way more money. And she asked me to look into it. And I said, you're going to be more fucking stressed and more mad. And I said, look, you don't need the money. You don't need the stress. Just keep doing your job. You got a raise. Fuck that position. They want to give you that position because they want their load to be less so they can use you to do everything. You're already doing more. So why go crazy like that? It don't make sense. You gotta limit yourself to what you can handle. Exactly. But even if you are the whole damn table and you know that, and see, a lot of people will know who they are and know what they bring, but that's a risk to the next person. That's a risk to a boss because the higher you go, right? The higher you go, the people that are in the highest position, you become a threat to them. As you walk up that ladder, they want to kick you back down. See, when you're the type of person you are, when you're that go-getter and you want that shit, you feel like you can do everybody's job. That's the worst thing for a fucking devilish bastard and a person in position. They're never gonna let you get close unless they die, which that you're the next in line. I know it's fucked up, and I know it's bad, like, but it's just that's why I work for myself. That's why I work for myself because everybody I work with, it was always jealousy, competition, discrepancy, criticism. Oh, these people love you more than me. Oh, you're better than this. Fuck off, man. That's why I do my own shit. Fuck these people. I don't want nobody aggravating me all day. Hell no. Exactly. And another thing, T Rose, if you want to be an independent nurse and you can do it, you can make house calls and make ridiculous money and have nobody to answer to. You should consider that too because you're young. And if you do it now, you can retire by 50. You can have people working for you. Look, bitch, you go to do this house call. I'm staying home. I'm just taking the damn calls. I'm the secretary now. You see what I'm saying? That's something you should also consider doing. You can get your own, you can get your own shit. You can have your car, take like all your tools and shit inside of a car, make house calls to old people and shit that can't go nowhere. People always need house call nurses, and the insurance, the people who have insurance can pay you. All you gotta do is they claim on their insurance and the insurance pays you. You see what I'm saying? So that's something you also could consider, T Rose. Shut up, Leo. So if you're really passionate about your job and you really want to do shit like that, then that's the best thing I can suggest you to do. Working for yourself is one of the best accomplishments you can have instead of sitting on your ass like Leo doing fuck all day. Yeah, but see, you're still young. That's something that you can look forward to. You see what I'm saying? So if you looked in that already and you're currently in school to be a physician assistant, then that's good. You keep putting in the work, you know? Right. But if you can do that in your field, then bang. Christy, it's not easy putting up with her ass. She never shuts up. She's like a little kid in a candy store. I wish she would just go live and leave me alone. But if you used to be a surgical nurse, then that should already qualify you to go make house calls. You know? You know what I'm saying? So because you're young, that's why I'm suggesting for you to get into that if you really want to. But if you already checked into it and you got to do it when you feel like you're ready. That's my personal, advice to you. I always encourage that because I know if I was a nurse, I ain't gonna be putting up with no bullshit. I'm gonna rather do my house calls and go see people and shit, and charge them for my time, and insurance is gonna pay. Because when my dad was sick and nurses used to come see him, they'll just say the insurance card and the nurse gets paid. My dad don't have to pay for shit, and y'all getting paid because the insurance company's paying you. You see what I'm saying? Well, see, that's the thing. They approve you to get interviewed, but that doesn't mean anything. They're gonna interview you, but you never know. Just because you're putting it out there right now with me, anything can change. Even though I'm telling you that this might not be possible, spirit might intervene. That remember what I told you, those people in that hospital can change things around for you because they love you for being such a good nurse. This is what I told Lisa about, yesterday, you know? Exactly. So just let it be and it might change. Spirit might intervene. They don't really intervene too much, but if they feel that you can get that job, it's possible. So right now it's saying no, but they can, make things happen. I wouldn't be surprised if you tell me you got it, you know, because that's what they do. They can really, like I said yesterday in my live, sometimes we feel like nothing's gonna happen, and then all of a sudden, spirit's like, you know what? Fuck this. We're gonna make this shit happen now. So you never know. Just stay hopeful, you know. Okay, Dan. Exactly. So if your dad and spirit feels like you should have that job, they might do some stuff to get it for you. But if it's not meant for you, don't worry about it. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? So nothing's set in stone. You know. Yeah, of course he does. Of course. That's why when I read for you that day, it was very powerful. He was there. He's definitely there for you. You already know that. That's why since that day, you said your vacation was lovely. Now he's gonna fix the career part. So what's meant for you is gonna be meant for you. And sometimes a higher position means more fucking problems. So if they feel it's not meant for you, they're not gonna want it to be meant for you. Like, and maybe you might go to the interview and they say, look, you can have this position, but we can't pay you way more than what you're getting now. You might be like, fuck that, I might as well stay where I am. So just take it however you want. You just see what happens. I always tell people what I tell you today might change tomorrow because spirit is the only power that can change it. So we'll see. If it's meant to be, I'll be congratulating you first. But remember, you still might get it, and it might be the biggest pain in the ass in the world. So that's what I told my sister. You know, sometimes we take bigger positions, and it ends up becoming the biggest pain to deal with bosses, and then you deal with hatred, and then other nurses are gonna be like, "How the fuck this bitch got a better job than me? I'm been here longer than her. I know more than her. I'm older than her." Yeah, that's something that Leo would do. You know, she'd be like, "Why is Mark having all these people in his room? Why is he loved more than me?" She's a fucking hater like that. So all these haters, we're gonna have to deal with them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure you deal with haters all the time. Like, shit, I gotta go pick up my nephew soon. The B is on my hat because it means I'm the best. If you are wearing it, it will mean No problem, T Rose. Anytime, sweetheart. I wish you the best. And just remember, whatever happens is gonna happen. You know, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. So you'll be all right. You'll be all right, sweetheart. Don't worry. It's all gonna pan out. Just go into the interview like you earn shit. Go into the interview and act like you are the only person for the job. It might change things. We can change everything. Nothing's set in stone. So if you really want it, it's gonna happen. Spirit's gonna say, fuck this. And those cards could also read their bad energy towards you, you know? It can, and it's true because the cards said that those people were fucked up. So, like I said, even though you're going to the interview, their bosses might have the final say, you know? So you got to think about the positive part of that whole thing. So when you go to the actual, when the energy is actually put into the interview and you come out of there, everything changes after that. You see what I'm saying? Everything changes. Because what we're doing is we're reading the current energy, but the energy can change because we can say, you know what? Yeah, I want the job. Fuck it. Or, they might tell you something. You're like, nah, I don't really want it anyway. So you have the choice to make it happen. So just be optimistic and see how it goes. But it's up to you. But you have many options. Yeah, so their energy could be like so bad that the cards are just saying, hey, look, all we're getting is these fucking bastards. So exactly, yeah. Yeah. Just see how it goes. You'll be fine. You'll be all right. Either way, if you do get it, just remember you got a task on your hands, right? And I know you can handle it. Like you said, I am the fucking table. And that's a good attitude to have. After all, you're an Aries, so you guys are like, act like you run the damn world. So, that's cool. I'll give you that. Because you're my favorite Aries pain in the ass. So I'll give you some credit. Plus you said I'm your favorite aqua, so we have to figure it out. Yeah, let spirit intervene now and let them put you in the right place. They'll nudge you in the right place. And remember what I told you. Remember what I told you. Like those spirit that are in that hospital already, they're gonna find a way to make your life better regardless of the situation. You know what I'm saying? So just be positive and see how it goes. All right, guys, look, I gotta go because I gotta go get my nephew from school, and I need to go deal with all this shit. All right, so I'll see you guys later. T Rose, good luck. Christy, I'll see you later. And this crazy ass Leo, go somewhere and go do something good with your life. Leave me the fuck alone and go live or something. Go do some more bullshit readings or something like that. Go deal with all these love freaks. Bye. See you guys later. And Dallas Cowboys suck ass.